Well, good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for your patience here as we are obviously running behind schedule here at Warrensburg-Latham. But a three-set affair in our third-place match, along with 3 sets in our semifinals, have us about an hour behind here from the posted schedule. But we are getting ready for our 3A 7th grade state championship match between the Mustangs of Chillicothe and the Vikings of Downs Tri-Valley. Watching it live here on Central Illinois Sports as we get you ready for what should be a really nice state championship contest between two pretty good teams who have really had to scrap and fight their way to get to the state championship here today. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We will step aside for a couple of minutes of sponsorship ads from some of the wonderful people who help bring us sports on our platform all year long. And when we come back, we'll get you ready for this one. It's Chillicothe and Downs Tri-Valley. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Central Illinois Sports.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We welcome you back here to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, we are just across the 4 o'clock hour here at Warrensburg-Latham High School on the outskirts of Decatur, Illinois. Getting ready for the state championship contest here between Chillicothe and Downs Tri-Valley. Both of these teams went 3 sets earlier today in semifinal competition. For Chillicothe, it was a 25-16, 16-25, 25-10 win over Staunton. As after Staunton was able to make a big rally to come back and win in the second set, they had just kind of ran out of gas, and Chillicothe was able to put the pedal to the metal and punch their ticket here into the state championship. They opened up the tournament with a 3-set win, 18-25, 25-19, 25-17 over Morris Saratoga. The big theme we have seen out of this Chillicothe team is that sometimes they just have a little bit of a slow start. And the assumption from up here at the announcers table tonight is that they will not be able to do that against Downs Tri-Valley. This is a very good Downs team that they're not going to be able to budge and give much of an inch to here tonight in this state championship contest. You're going to see the likes up front of girls like Melody Jackson, Olivia Scholl, and Josie Draper, along with Tinley Moore on the attack here for the girls in the white jerseys here tonight. In the back, it'll be like Tegan Draper. You'll see Josie Draper. She's a nice all-around player, along with Olivia Scholl sometimes in the back. Tinley Moore will play some in the back row. Hensley Jackson will come in off the bench for this team. And Ellie Wirtz will be the main setter on this squad for the Mustangs here tonight. And they're going to have to play a good ball game here. They've got a good big task on their hands coming up in the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings. For Chillicothe, 166 students. They are the smallest school in this weekend's 3A field. In their 15th appearance in the IESA state finals, the first time since 2014 that the Mustangs have been here to the Elite Eight. The other school in Chillicothe is Mossville, a 2A school. They are currently in the state championship match right now, as well as they got started just a little bit ahead of us. The Mustangs have a 7th grade state championship in 2009. Get this, they have finished second in the state 6 times total. They would love to bring home that big state trophy here tonight back to Chillicothe. They've got a mighty task on their hands in the Vikings coming up from Downs Tri-Valley. We'll take a break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show and tell you more about Downs Tri-Valley. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
We welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that loan application tool online at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Downs Tri-Valley has only lost once this season. That appears to be, based on the schedule on the IESA website, their last regular season match of the season. They would like to end this season with a state championship and go out with a win here today. they've got the crew that might be able to do it. This is a very talented team up front, led by the likes of Michelle Weeks, Kennedy Mowbray, and Lorelei Smith up front. They've also got another nice hitter on the outside. That's the name of Chloe Bruce. They're going to be attacking from all angles here today, and Chillicothe's defense is going to have to be ready for attacks from every set of the front line at the net here. In the back, it's Leah Filarski setting up the attacking squad. Hadley Hitt is a nice libero that we've seen play a lot of hard-nosed defense in the back row this weekend. You're also going to see the likes of Maggie Westerfield in for this lineup, and a few other players that might make their way in on the bench. Lily Orwig will also get a few touches here today for Downs Tri-Valley. For Downs Tri-Valley out of McLean County, 194 students in grades 7 and 8, part of the Sangamon Valley Conference. They had a pretty easy road to the postseason. Defeated Clinton in 2, Hayworth in 2, took down Eureka easily in 2, 25-21, 25-11 to claim a sectional as they try to get ready to win a potential state championship here today for the Viking squad. Nice crowd still on hand here this afternoon as some students making their way back in. As we've seen some decent crowds here all weekend in our 3A bracket here at Warrensburg-Latham. The Bird's Nest, they call it here, outside of Decatur. The clock is counting down here to wrap up warm-ups today for Downs Tri-Valley, as Donna Dully's squad had to slug out a 3-set win earlier today over Williamsville. They defeated them 21-25, 25-23, 25-18 in a heck of a well-played match by both teams. They opened up this tournament with an easy win, 25-7, 25-15 over an undermatched Lyle squad. We will step aside for a quick break here as they get some introductory remarks made on the public address. When we come back, it'll be starting lineups in the state championship match live here from Warrensburg-Latham. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Central Illinois Sports.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams counties. Call 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Schumann and Emily Matthews at Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Come on to pick me up soon.
Time to get you ready for the starting lineups here, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks, hoodies, power tools, lawn chairs, and a whole lot more, you can get it all at your local Farm and Home Supply. Starting lineups here for Downs Tri-Valley. In the middle, number 31 is Michelle Weeks. The setter for this squad, number 24, is Leah Filarski. On the outside, number 5 is Chloe Bruce. In the middle, it's the 7th grader, number 17, Lorelei Smith. On the outside, number 18 is Maggie Westerfield. And rounding out this starting 6 squad on the outside, a strong hitter is number 35, Kennedy Mowbray. The libero for this squad is number 15, Hadley Hitt. Donna Dully, the head coach for this squad, 27 wins against 1 loss on the season. They will be dressed in their whites with navy blue numbers and gray trim along the sleeves. On the opposite side, it'll be the starters here for the Chillicothe Mustangs. Ashley Kluge, the head coach here, 21 wins, 7 losses, 1 tie on the season. Their starters look like this. In the middle, number 18 is Tinley Moore. The center for this team, number 3, is Tegan Draper. On the outside, it's number 10, Josie Draper. They're twin sisters. A little bit of a height advantage, though, but they are twins. In the middle, it's number 33. You'll hear this name a lot tonight. It's Melody Jackson. The center for the Mustang squad is number 13, a 7th grader, Ellie Wirtz. And rounding out the starting 6 on the outside, it's number 23, Olivia Scholl. We are ready to rock and roll in this one. We're so glad you're joining us alongside here today on Central Illinois Sports. Brian Shoemaker, been with you here all weekend. Glad to be with you here as we reach the later parts of the afternoon here in Warrensburg. Should be a fun matchup here for our state championship contest. Great student sections in attendance here on both sides. Chillicothe on the left side of your television screen. They'll be serving to the right. And on the opposite side, Downs Tri-Valley on the right, serving into the opposite direction. The initial whistle blows. Teams meet underneath the net to say hi, hello, how you doing, and exchange some handshakes, and they'll make their way to ramp up each other real quick here and get into initial rotation. It is state championship time here on Central Illinois Sports. Captains recognize themselves to the head official at the tower with a quick little wave as well. Checking to make sure the net still looks high enough, looks tight enough, and the official says it is. Everybody having fun here this weekend at Warrensburg-Latham. Somebody's going to have a lot more fun at the end of this one as they'll get to hoist the state championship trophy up above their heads at the end of about an hour and a half. Downs Tri-Valley wins the flip. They'll get the serve to start things off here as it's going to be Michelle Weeks kicking things off here in our championship contest. Serves the ball over. This is going to be Moore with it. Tips it up. Gets met at the net by Filarski. It'll go out of bounds off of Downs, and it'll be a Chillicothe point to start things off here. Hadley Hitt will come in the libero position for Downs Tri-Valley as the ball will head back to the other side, and Tinley Moore will get the first serve here today for Chillicothe. Ball goes into the back row. This is going to be Bruce with it. Attack into the back row, picked up by Moore. Running in was Jackson. Nice little play there as not being able to make the dive in time was Mowbray. We'll show it to you here real quick on the Northwestern Mutual replay as Chillicothe grabs an early 2-0 lead here in this one. Moore set in the middle, sits it over to the right side. Filarski sets it up into the middle. This is Lorelei Smith. Nice dig there by Scholl. On the attack, Melody Jackson gets a swing at it. It's going to go far, and the officials say that's going to be tipped, and it's going to be a point for Chillicothe as they say Downs was touching it at the net. Melody Jackson had a little bit of a struggle here in the semifinal match. A lot of her attacks went long, went out of bounds. As we got into the later parts of the third set, she was finally able to get it settled down and get it in play. Bruce gets it over. It's going to be a free play here for Chillicothe. They'll send it right back over to the downside, though. And that's going to be an errant play there as Westerfield tried to get it up. Probably could have let Hitt have it instead. And now Chillicothe opens up an early 4-0 lead here in the first set. Up and over the net we go. Filarski gets it into Smith. Nice kill there for Lorelei Smith. She was a dynamite force there in the middle in the semifinal as Tri-Valley gets on the board here. And with the ball will be Filarski for Downs Tri-Valley. Filarski sets it up. This is Smith again. Nice dig out by Wirtz. Got a little too high though. Tegan Draper was hoping to play that one off the net. Instead, it came right down off the net. And Downs Tri-Valley gets a couple of back-to-back points here. Leah Filarski can do service for the Vikings. Draper sets it up. This is Jackson on the run with it. Gets up, gets double blocked there. Downs Tri-Valley has a little bit of a trouble there getting it back, though, as Chillicothe got it right back, slapped it over the net to keep it in play. It'll be a point here for Chillicothe. They're up 5-2. Tegan Draper on the serve now for the Mustangs. 39 assists, 21 digs, 17 aces, but that one will go and sail out of bounds. It'll be a service error and a point for the Vikings. Chloe Bruce comes up here for Downs Tri-Valley. We didn't get to see a lot of her on the offensive side here in the semifinal as Lorelei Smith was having a heck of an afternoon. We did see her get a lot of attacking opportunities in the quarterfinal in their easy win over Lisle. They get the ball up. This is going to be Jackson. Gets underneath it, tries to still get the one-handed attack, and maybe should have just got it over the net. That's what Coach Ashley Kluge says. And the error adds another point to the side here for the Vikings, and now it's just a 1-point deficit. Into the back row, Moore gets it. Jackson puts it up. Now it's going to have to be Wirtz, and it gets quickly blocked by Smith. Filarski's going to set it up. Here comes Smith on the quick touch. Draper with a nice play to keep it going for Chillicothe. Filarski sets it up on the outside. Here comes Mowbray down the sideline. Nice pickup by Chillicothe. Filarski tight off the net. Mowbray again off the hands of Scholl, and it'll be out of bounds and a quick kill for Kennedy Mowbray. She is an attacking force on the outsides. You get to see it there on the Northwestern Mutual replay. That one's going to sail just a little bit far. It'll be a service error on Bruce and a point back for Chillicothe. And with the serve now will be Josie Draper. Draper gets it over. Nice drop serve right into the middle. Hit, couldn't catch up with it. It'll be an ace for Josie Draper. And Chillicothe regains a quick 7-5 lead here. Watching it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. And just like that, as we get back to live action, it's back-to-back aces here for Draper as Mowbray couldn't get underneath it. And just like that, Chillicothe back up to an 8-5 advantage here in set number 1. Served into the back row, 3 aces in a row. Not 1, not 2, but 3 as Bruce couldn't get the handle on it. We told you in the pregame show Chillicothe was going to have to start out strong. They have done so this far through the first 15 points of this one. Mowbray sets it up. Filarski sets it up. Here comes Smith with a big hammer. Nice pickup by Draper. They keep it up and play. On the attack, an awkward strike there by Westerfield, but she's going to get the kill on the point. She was a little bit ahead of that one. Ball was kind of behind her when she was able to hit it. Michelle Weeks will come back in. Hit will take a seat for Downs Tri-Valley, and on the serve will be Lorelei Smith. And that one's going to sail far too. The team's trading some service errors here early. Melody Jackson steps up to serve for Chillicothe, one of the lead attackers here. 61 kills, 15 aces through the latter half of the season, and that one's going to go off the hands as Mowbray didn't get underneath it well. It'll be an ace for Jackson, and Chillicothe regains the 5-point advantage here in our first set. Mowbray gets it up to the front row. Filarski's going to set it up. This is Weeks with it. Weeks with a nice strike. It goes down on the left side. Michelle Weeks getting things going for herself. And Downs Tri-Valley gets the point and the ball back here on the serve. Westerfield will step up next here for the Vikings. Draper, tough touch. Chicken wing from Jackson. Draper's got to do everything she can to get it over, and it gets up to the net, but not over it. And it'll be a point for Downs Tri-Valley. Draper gets it up to the front row. They'll set it on the outside. This is Scholl. Gets touched up by the front row. And now this is Weeks again. Nice hammer and a nice dig by Draper. Moore pushes it over. Mowbray gets a first touch on it. Somebody's got to get it over now, and it's going to be Bruce for Downs. They'll set it up into the middle. This is Tinley Moore. Nice dig by Hitt, trying to get it up in the air. She did. Bruce couldn't catch it, though. A tough play there and a nice kill from Tinley Moore. It's 12-8 now, Chillicothe. Hensley Jackson will check in for the first time in this match. She comes in rotation, a little bit of a utility player on this squad. She'll come into the back row and serve here now for Chillicothe. Mowbray gets it. Tinley Moore touches it over the net. They'll try and get it set back. It's going to be a back row attack. Mowbray's going to take it from the front, though. They'll set it up. This is Weeks again. Weeks taps it over Moore. Moore's going to get an opportunity to come back at her. They do, and it goes off of the hands of Weeks, and it'll fall right to the floor. And Chillicothe regains the 5-point lead here, and Downs Tri-Valley wants the timeout. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We're right back here with first set action in 30 seconds.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome. And then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Dot.
Coaching 7th grade volleyball has to be one of the most interesting endeavors that anyone does. During the timeout, they're playing a popular song called Pump It Up. It's got a nice beat. The kids seem to like it. Half of the team is listening to Coach Ashley Kluge. The other half is dancing. No one's concerned. We're all having a good time here at Warrensburg-Latham. It's a 13-8 lead here for Chillicothe as Hensley Jackson continues serve out of the timeout. Gets it in. It's going to be a let serve and an ace here for Hensley Jackson. She's had a few of those here through that tournament where it just tips off the top of the tape and comes right back down. And Chillicothe enjoys the advantage on the break there on the serve. Jackson again, up and over this time. Bruce with the first touch. Filarski sets it up. This is Mowbray outside the net. That one's going to sail all the way across court and out of bounds. And it'll be a point here for Chillicothe. When they can get Kennedy Mowbray set up on the right side on these outside attacks, she is lethal. We have seen this girl drop some complete hammers in this tournament this weekend. Into the back row, it's going to go right back over. Moore pushes it. Diving play there. Nice save from Westerfield. It'll be a free play back over here for Chillicothe. Draper sets it up for Moore. Running attack as Hitt will pick it up in the backside for Downs. This is Mowbray again. Kind of got underneath it. Not a great angle. And it'll be an attack error and a point for Chillicothe. They're up 16-8 now here in set number 1. Jackson with it, sets it up. Mowbray gets the first pass into the front row. They'll set it up. Weeks, kind of an off angle, has to just shove it back over the net. And a nice little play there from Tegan Draper. She's excited about that one, and she should be. It finds the floor, and Chillicothe is up 17-8 here in set number 1. Up and over they go. Hitt. Keeps it in the back row. Bruce pushes it up front. This is Mowbray on the attack, and she'll find the floor as Hensley Jackson didn't have the right timing there. Not the right distance to get back underneath it. It'll be a kill for Mowbray and a point for Downs Tri-Valley to stop the bleeding here. 17-9 as Mowbray will be on the serve here for the Vikings. Jumping serve goes in. Draper gets it up. Jackson to Moore. Filarski sets up Weeks. Coming with the right hand. It's going to sail just out of bounds. A big break there for Chillicothe as that one was just inches away from the end line. It's 18-9 as Olivia Scholl will step up to serve here for the Mustangs. They get the ace there as Weeks wasn't able to handle it well. She dripped down for it, just couldn't get the ball straight up in the air on the first pass. It is 19-9. Chillicothe has opened up a 10-point advantage here in set number 1. Donadell looks to the officials, says, hey, we'll take our timeout. We will take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. For the fastest internet speeds available, that's Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit. Visit followthefiber.net. We're right back here in 30 seconds.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Tri-Valley will burn their second timeout here in set number 1 as they find themselves down by 10. A little bit of a precarious position here for the Vikings. Here to start off this state championship match. Still a long way to go and a short time to get there, as Jerry Reed would say. Olivia Scholl will come out of the timeout, continuing service here for Chillicothe. Things get eerily quiet here in the bird's nest. Up and over, picked up by Hitt. It's going to be a back row now as Westerfield sends it back over for Chillicothe. They'll try and set up on the inside, to the middle. That was Tinley Moore. On the outside, this is Bruce with it. Sends it back, digged out by Scholes. Nice play at the net. Nice play there by Bruce and Weeks to get the quick slap back down as we show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay, and that makes it 19-10 as Downs Tri-Valley regains possession. Michelle Weeks on the serve. What a weekend she's had here for her team. And it'll be a quick ace as Melody Jackson just didn't get herself underneath it. And it'll be a quick ace. It's 19-11. They send it right back to Jackson. She gets that one up in the air. Moore will give it over. Free play here, opportunity for Downs Tri-Valley. Let's see if they take advantage. Instead, they'll give it right back. And no, instead, it's going to be Westerfield with the error on the return. And Chillicothe wins the race to 20 here. Lily Orwig will come in here for Westerfield. She's had a rough start to this game. They'll get her a bench and give her a moment to recollect herself. Tinley Moore will serve here for Chillicothe. Gets up in the air. Filarski sets it up. Here comes Lorelei Smith. Gets blocked up at the net. Nice play to her from Melody Jackson, as we'll show it to you again here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. And Chillicothe just 4 points away from closing things out here in set number 1. Melody Jackson has had a very nice tournament. They get it into the back row. This is Filarski, sets it up for Lorelei Smith. Hammered to the net, but it's blocked again. What a play. 2 in a row for Melody Jackson. We'll show you that one again. And Melody Jackson says, I can attack, I can block, I can do whatever you need. Just let me be on the floor here for my team. Filarski will set it up. On the slide, here comes Smith with it. Dug up by Draper. Scrambling was Chillicothe. Smith will give it right back. Great opportunity here for the Mustangs. They'll try and set it up. It's in the middle. Melody Jackson goes past 2 defenders. Nice dig out by Hitt, but it's going to go into the net and hit the floor. And Chillicothe trying to close one out here in set number 1 and surprise everybody in this gym. Moore gets it up. It's going to go right back over. And with the big slap down, Josie Draper able to put it down for Chillicothe. It is set point here in game number 1. Wow, woo-wee, wow. Chillicothe leading 24-11 in our championship tilt. Mowbray gets it up. This is Smith with it. Gets it up over Jackson that time. And Lorelei Smith gets a much-needed point for Downs Tri-Valley. More importantly, they get the serve back here. They trail by a dozen. It's still match point here, or set point in game number 1, as Westerfield will check back in. And that is how that is going to wrap up. It's going to be an error here on Downs Tri-Valley as they get a substitution in after the whistle and attempt that out, and it didn't just, it's an error. That's all there is to it. So that's going to wrap things up here in set number 1. Chillicothe wins 25-12, and we will be back here in 3 minutes with set number 2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching us live on Central Illinois Sports.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Is predator hunting your thing? Game Masters has you covered. We have way more than just deer and turkey hunting gear, safes, clothes, and gifts. Come check out our predator guns, calls, decoys, lights, traps, binoculars, bipods, tripods, and shooting sticks. Don't forget your thermal and night vision, rifle scopes, trapping equipment, and supplies. Whether your next game pursuit is big or small, runs or flies, Game Masters has what you need to get the job done. We're passionate about the outdoors.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Well, we welcome you back here to Warrensburg-Latham High School, where Chillicothe takes a 25-11 win in game number 1 of our 3A state championship game here. And we will see how the Vikings are able to respond here after what was a kind of an auspicious start here from a team that we have seen a lot of good things out of this weekend. Chillicothe will get the ball to start here in the second as Tenley Moore will kick off service here for the Mustangs. Hit with it, gets it up. Now on the outside, Bruce has to push it up at an odd angle and is able to. Moore will set it up. It's going to be Jackson on the odd angle there. Maybe probably could have just let somebody else take that one. As Downs will win the first point here in game number 2. Weeks with the serve, kicks it over. That's Wirtz with it. Wirtz has to get an odd play there as Draper was having to run to chase it down, and now Downs Tri-Valley opens things up on a quick 2-0 lead. If you are the Vikings right now, you want to start out and make a statement here. Get about 5 or 6 quick points in a row. We'll see how they respond. Wirtz gets it up. Jackson has to just push it back over the net for the Mustangs. Mowbray gets it back over. Opportunity here for the Mustangs. Draper gets it over. It's up around the net. Nice chicken wing play there from Lorelei Smith to keep things going. Scholl gets it over the net. Opportunity for the Vikings is close there, and now Smith gets it over. Really tough play. Draper tries to push it over. She's met at the net by Lorelei Smith. And just like that, Downs Tri-Valley quickly up 3-0. Both teams still look a little out of sorts here as we come out of the set break. Smith gets it over. Wirtz gets the first pass up to the front row. They set up Jackson. She sends it into the back row. Nice kill for Melody Jackson as she gets it into the back row floor. Chillicothe on the board here. It's that type of start that we've seen from Melody Jackson in this tournament. Starts sending things a little bit far initially, but then she's able to find herself and starts putting kills into the back row. Draper gets it across side to Downs. Mowbray has to push it across. Opportunity here, it's going to be Draper giving it back to Downs Tri-Valley. Nobody ready for Chillicothe as Filarski able to get the quick dump. Lights the campfire for the Vikings, and it's 4-1. She'll continue the serve here for Downs Tri-Valley. Gets it into the net, though. It'll be a service error, and right back here to the Mustangs. The Mustangs have finished second in this State Series Tournament Championship game 6 times. They've got one state championship. That was back in 2009. There's going to be an ace on the let serve there from Josie Draper. She lets out a little sigh of relief as that one wasn't what she wanted. But she gets the point for her team and continues serve here. Over the net, and it's going to fall right in for an ace as Chloe Bruce unable to get underneath it. Back-to-back aces here for Draper, and we are tied back up at 4 in the early going. Draper up over. Filarski on the set, tries to get it back behind into Smith. She wasn't ready for it. And Chillicothe regains the set 2 advantage here. Smith on the first touch, sends it over the net, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be another ace here for Josie Draper. 6-4 now. Chillicothe with the lead here in game 2. And right now, this Chillicothe serving is really, really struggling the Vikings on the opposite side as Bruce wasn't able to get under it. A trio of aces. And Josie Draper continues the serve. That one's going to go just a little far and goes out, but Josie Draper able to get her team 3 points on the board. It's 7-5 now as Chloe Bruce will take over here for the Vikings. Nice serve right off the bat as diving for it was Tinley Moore. She pops right back up and says, don't worry about it. Or excuse me, it's an ace for the Vikings. And Bruce with it again. Nice serve. Both teams really doing a nice job in the opportunity here for some service. This is Smith. Kills it into the back row, and the official says in the back line, that's a kill right in the corner. Chillicothe didn't really necessarily agree, but it was definitely in the court. We're tied back up at 7 here in set number 2. Moore gets it up. Draper now. Jackson has to chase it down. It's too close to the net. Instead, it'll be an error here against Chillicothe, and Downs Tri-Valley will regain the lead. It's 8-7 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. They'll get it up and over. First touch from Josie Draper. Wirtz sets it up. Jackson just has to give it right back to the Vikings. Hit has to chase it down, though. Nice placement from Jackson. She put it the one place that everybody wasn't. And it turns out to be a point here for Chillicothe. Tied back up here in set number 2. Melody Jackson on the serve. Sends it far into the back row where it's met by Mowbray. They'll set up Lorelei Smith in the middle. And when you get her set up in the middle, there is nowhere to go but straight down for that volleyball. A nice kill for Lorelei Smith. Weeks will come back in. And they'll work to get Lily Orwig in here for Lorelei Smith. She'll take over the serve. Things get quiet here in the bird nest as the serve goes over. Draper not able to handle it. It's an ace for Lily Orwig. And Downs Tri-Valley enjoys a 2-point advantage here in set number 2. Jackson tries to send it up to the front row. It's going to be Wirtz getting it across the floor. They'll try and set up Mowbray on the outside. Jackson with the dig. Wirtz. This is going to be Draper. Sends it over to Filarski. Mowbray gets another attempt at it. And that one won't make it over the net. She was waiting, was Tinley Moore either way. Lorelei Smith will check back in for Tri-Valley. On the opposite side will be Hensley Jackson coming in to serve for this squad. Things just a little bit tighter than they were here in game number 1 for both teams. And that one's not going to make it over the tape that time, and it'll be a service error and a point for Downs Tri-Valley. Westerfield will serve for the Vikings, her team up by 2. That one will sail far down into the hands of Draper. Tipped up and over by Moore. Filarski tries to get it up at the net. Tough play there as Weeks was able to get it over. Another tough play. These two teams not giving each other a good opportunity at the net on this rally. Weeks hammers it down on that one, though. Michelle Weeks with a big kill. Jackson couldn't get to it in time, and it's 12-9. Downs Tri-Valley with the lead here in set 2. And they send it across. Tough play here. Jackson's got to get it from the back row. She does. Filarski sends it back up to the front row. This is Mowbray with it. Nice kill from Kennedy Mowbray to get things going for the Vikings. And Chillicothe wants a timeout. We'll take it 2. It's 13-9. Downs Tri-Valley with the lead here in set number 2. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with you here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Chillicothe takes their first time out here in the second set. They trail by 4, and the Vikings have serve. Tough play there as Moore thought it was going to make it over the net. It wasn't going to either way. Instead, it hits the floor on the Chillicothe side, and now Tri-Valley extending their lead back out to 5. Up and over the net we go. Jackson, tough play on the serve. Moore will get it over. No, it won't. It'll go into the net. It's another error there and a couple of misplays by Tinley Moore. Extends this Vikings advantage. Chillicothe won the first one 25-11. Downs Tri-Valley trying to equalize here. Draper sets it up in the middle. This is Moore up and over in the back row. That's Bruce with it. Moore attacks into the back row, picked up by Westerfield. Here comes a big hit from Michelle Weeks. Goodness gracious. She has had a heck of a tournament. Maybe the most accomplished striker we've seen up in the front row this weekend. Tri-Valley gets it back. They're going to set it up here for Weeks again, and Weeks with a big hammer, as we'll show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Michelle Weeks, back-to-back big kills, and now extends her lead 17-9. Chillicothe fans urging their team on. They need to get a little bit of a rally here to tighten things back up. Downs Tri-Valley would be very happy to close this one out quickly. And another quick play as Weeks gets 3 in a row on the quick tapper. And Ashley Kluge wants the timeout for Chillicothe. We'll take it 2. It's an Adams Fiber timeout for local computer sales and service that won't let you down when your computer goes down. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. We're right back with you here in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Chillicothe has used both of its timeouts, and a big fight at the net there, and Moore is going to win the joust at the net and give her team a much-needed point. And she'll pick up the serve here coming out. No, excuse me, that's Olivia Scholl. As now Chillicothe trails by 8 here in set number 2. Gets it up and over the net, picked up by Mowbray. Tough play. They've got to hustle for it. Nice play by Bruce to get it, and now Hitt gets it over. What a scramble there for Downs Tri-Valley. Moore with it. Gets it into the back row, picked up by Bruce. Josie Draper tips it up. Filarski got a hand on it. Great rally here and great scrambles by both sides. Moore with it. Tips it back over. Big dig out of the back row by Bruce. Another scramble, and now that time Downs Tri-Valley just got caught up with each other as Westerfield and Hitt couldn't separate, and the point goes to Chillicothe. Filarski with it in the middle. This is Weeks, hammers it back down. Jackson goes off of her wrist and instead goes the opposite direction, and another big kill here for Michelle Weeks. Downs Tri-Valley sensing that they might get an opportunity here to win this state title just yet. They've still got to close things out here in set number 2 as Kennedy Mowbray has the serve. Sends it over, and that one goes off the hands of Jackson. Another errant play there for number 5. And Downs Tri-Valley wins the race to 20 here in this one. They'll get a quick substitution in here for Chillicothe as Ellie Wirtz will check in for Hensley Jackson in the back row, trying to solidify up that back 3. Mowbray sends it in. Jackson gets it. On the run was Josie Draper. Here comes Weeks again. Weeks hammers it down. Another kill for Michelle Weeks. And Downs Tri-Valley is rolling here in game number 2. Tough to stop Michelle Weeks. Mowbray gets it over, picked up by Jackson. She'll get it up to Draper. Opposite side now, Draper to Draper. Nice dive by Mowbray, but it's going to be a kill for Draper. And Chillicothe is able to stop the rush here from the Vikings. They trail by 9 here in set number 2. They need a run out of this serve by Tinley Moore. They set it up. This is Weeks again. Smart dump down right in, and the officials whistle that there's going to be a net violation. And they say that will be a Weeks in the net. And a point off the error goes to Chillicothe. Up and over we go. Hitt gets it to the front row. Filarski sets it behind her. This is Weeks. Sends it to the back row where it's picked up by Tinley Moore. Rough play there, nothing to go, but Bruce was able to get it back over the net for Downs Tri-Valley. Filarski will set up Weeks again. Hammers it up and over. Nice chicken wing play there by Draper to keep it going. Dump off play catches Chillicothe off guard. They'll have to send it right back over to the Vikings. Filarski setting up Weeks again. She won't get the handle on that one. Draper pushes it up. Here comes Jackson. Jackson sends it in. Back row pickup, dig by Hitt. This is Bruce. Josie Draper, right hand, gets it up and over. Scrambling is Downs Tri-Valley. They won't get it that time as Draper puts her hands in her mouth and says, I might have got away with one that time, but hey, if it works, it works. Moore continues the serve, and that one's going to sail out of bounds, and that ends the quick little rally for Chillicothe. It's 22-14 here as Lorelei Smith will check back in, and on the serve here is Michelle Weeks. Wirtz will get it up to the front row. Draper will dump it back over to the Vikings side. They set it up for Smith. Big hammer and right into Scholl. She couldn't handle it, and a big kill for Lorelei Smith. There are just so many angles that this Downs Tri-Valley team can attack you from. Up and over we go. Wirtz tries to get it up. She can't handle it. It'll be an ace for Michelle Weeks, and now it is set point here for Downs Tri-Valley. They're up 10 in a complete flip-flop from game number 1. Vikings fans rise to their feet on the opposite side of the gymnasium here. Student section behind cheering their players on as well as Weeks on the serve. Gets it over, Wirtz with a rough handle, and that's how we wrap up set number 2 as Downs Tri-Valley comes back 25-14 here in set number 2. Hey, we've been here for 3 sets all day long. Might as well wrap it up with you here in the state championship. We'll be back in 3 minutes for set number 3. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Well, we welcome you back here to Warrensburg-Latham, where we can't play any more sets. We've played them all. Both semifinals went 3. Our third place match went 3. We go 3 here in the state championship as we are tied 1 game apiece here, and Downs Tri-Valley will get things to kick off our third and final set. Somebody gets the state championship. It's the first of 25. Weeks will start the serve here for Tri-Valley. Up into the middle, picked up quickly, and it's going to be an ace as Josie Draper couldn't get underneath it, and Downs Tri-Valley will strike first blood here. It was a much different Downs Tri-Valley team here in game number 2. A lot more organized, a lot better on the attacking front, and Chillicothe was sent reeling here on some plays. We had some nice rallies, though, in game 2 on both sides. Tegan Draper will send it back over. Weeks picks it up to the front row. They set it up. It's going to be close to the net, and instead it's going to be a nice push over from Tinley Moore. Moore saw the opening in the backside, Mowbray tried to chase it down, but instead it'll be the point for Chillicothe on the smart play from Tinley Moore. She'll pick up serve here and kick things off for Chillicothe in our third and final set. Into the back row, Mowbray gets it. They're going to have to set it up. It'll be a back row attack from her, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be an attack error and a point here for Chillicothe. Up and over we go. Filarski with it. Big kill from Lorelei Smith. Instead it gets dug out. Really nice play from the Chillicothe defense, and instead she'll get the second opportunity down. Tinley Moore was scrambling to get back to her post, couldn't get there, and the Vikings take advantage. We're tied back up at 2 early on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Filarski with the running jump serve sends it way back. That'll sail out of bounds. It'll be a service error and a point back for the Mustangs. Tegan Draper steps up to serve here. Sharp serve. In the middle, this is Westerfield. Westerfield with a nice little dump, catching everyone sleeping, thinking it was going to head to the back row. Instead, it'll be a quick dump and a point here for Downs Tri-Valley. And Chloe Bruce will serve for the Vikings. Up and over we go. Nice serve picked up by Moore. She'll give it right back to the Vikings, though. They're going to set up Lorelei Smith. Hammer in the middle. Picked up. Nice dig by Scholl. Jackson with it. Finds the mark in the corner. Melody Jackson ends the rally as we show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Nice cut into the corner. Jackson saw the right spot to get to. Josie Draper will pick up serve here for Chillicothe. Up and over the net. Hit gets into the front row. They try to set up Smith again. Blocked by Jackson. Filarski will dump it over. Free opportunity here for the Mustangs. It's Jackson again. Goes between two, and she's going to get it, as it'll be a lift as Downs Tri-Valley couldn't handle it. Nice play for Melody Jackson. Tools the Vikings into the point that time. Scrambling now is Mowbray to get it up. They're going to have to be a hustle play, and Smith able to get it back up and over the net. Two players come up and get it, and there's going to be a net violation here. And that one is going to go against, we'll say Filarski on that because they didn't give the right number single again. 6-3, our score here in set number 3. Big hammer down is blocked by Melody Jackson as Smith got the nice run on it, and we'll show it to you again here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Jackson gets the block. Chillicothe gets the point. They're up 7-3 as Downs Tri-Valley takes the timeout. We're right back with you here in 30 seconds.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Tri-Valley takes their first timeout of the final set here in the state championship. As Chillicothe will continue serve coming out of the timeout. It's Josie Draper setting up here for the Mustangs. In the middle, sends it up to the middle where it's picked up there by Chloe Bruce. Set up close to the net. Westerfield able to get it up and over, and this tip girl works out to their advantage as Ellie Wirtz wasn't able to catch it in time. For Downs Tri-Valley, they really have not had much of a big challenge in this postseason until today. And it's going to be an ace there for the Vikings. 2-game winners in all of their runs here through the regional and sectional competition. And, of course, a pretty easy win on Friday night in the quarterfinal. They haven't had a lot of challenge today until today, where they've went the distance both times. Hit on the serve into the back row, and that's going to come right on the line. Tinley Moore went up just a little bit. Draper thought she might still have a chance to get it. She didn't, and instead it'll be an ace. And when we say right on the end line, that was right on the line. Draper sends it up to the front row. It's going to go right back over to the net, and it's going to be a tip down from Westerfield. Nice play from Maggie Westerfield. We have not said her name a lot this weekend, but she has really come up in the third set here in the semifinal against Williamsville and had a nice set here today in the state championship. Wirtz gets it up. Jackson's going to have to scramble to get it back over. Vikings with an opportunity. They set it up for Weeks in the middle. She sends it to the back row. Tapped up by Moore. It's going to go way off to the left, and it's going to be a kill and a point here for the Vikings. They regain the lead here in set number 3. Into the front row we go. Scholl sends it up to Jackson. Somebody's got to come and get it. Scholl will send it over the net. Filarski sets it up. This is Weeks. Gets tipped, blocked by Jackson, and right back down. Nice play from Melody Jackson. Mowbray has to try and get the attack over. She doesn't get a good look at it. Sometimes we've seen out of Kennedy Mowbray, she is really, really solid when she gets to attack on that jump. Sometimes on those flat-footed attacks, that's not an easy thing to learn and accomplish. She struggles with that a little bit, but what a play there from Downs Tri-Valley. A little bit of a hustle play from Weeks. She tips it over the net on a bit of a scramble. They win the point, and we're tied back up at 9 here in set number 3. Westerfield will get the serve. Up and over. Wirtz with it. Sends it over. Josie Draper from the back row. Here comes Weeks again. Weeks hammers it right back down. Nothing you can do to stop that. Downs Tri-Valley regains the advantage. Downs Tri-Valley fan student section chanting, "She's on fire," and that's just about right. Wirtz will put it up. Up close is Tinley Moore. Tips it up and over. It goes over Weeks that time and hits down to the floor. And it'll be a quick point on the smart play from Tinley Moore. Hensley Jackson will check back in here for Chillicothe. She's on the serve now. We're tied back up at 10. Race to 25. It's what we're looking to do to hand somebody the state championship. Tough serve. And it's going to be tipped over. Weeks able to keep a hand on it. Really tough play from Chloe Bruce under the net. Back row attack from Jackson. Gets tipped up from Westerfield. On the opposite side, here comes Mowbray with it into the back row. Jackson will dig it out. Vikings get another opportunity. They set it up for Weeks on the runner. Goes off the hands of Moore. She tools her and gets it down to the ground. Kill for Weeks. Point for Downs Tri-Valley. Things get eerily quiet here again in this gym. Mowbray with the serve. Gets it up. Jackson gets the first touch on it. A little bit of trouble here, and Chillicothe's not going to be able to chase this one down as Draper and Jackson got caught up together for the second touch. And Downs Tri-Valley will get the point. Jackson gets it up for Chillicothe. Scholl tries to punch it over. Draper gets it over instead. Mustangs get another chance here. They set it up for Tinley Moore. She gets blocked right at the net. Big play there from Michelle Weeks, along with Filarski as we check it out here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. See it tip back over, and now Chillicothe will use a timeout. We'll take it too as we show you that big block in the Northwestern Mutual replay. It is Downs Tri-Valley 13, Chillicothe 10 in set number 3. We're right back here with you in 30 seconds. Chillicothe uses their first timeout. Each team has one left at their disposal here as we are reaching the midway point here of our championship set. Kennedy Mowbray continues serve here for Tri-Valley out of the timeout. Sends it over. First touch from Josie Draper is a tough one. Chillicothe scrambles. They can't pick it up, and it's going to be another quick point here for Downs Tri-Valley. 11 points away from a state title. And that one will go into the net. It'll be a service error, and the ball and the point go back to Chillicothe. This Chillicothe squad has faced their fair share of challenges throughout the season. They had to take on a rival in Metamora that went 3 just to win the regional championship. That one will not help the cause, though, as it's a service error sailing out of bounds. It'll be another point back for Tri-Valley. Lorelei Smith will check back in as Hadley Hitt will get a seat for the Vikings. And on the serve, here's Michelle Weeks. Up and over the net. Jackson gets it into the front row. Draper tries to tip it over. It dances around on the net, and it's going to go out of bounds. As Bruce was kind of caught there on the midline, and that one just danced off of the net. Tinley Moore on the serve here for the Mustangs. Up and over. Gets picked up there by Smith. Or excuse me, that was Mowbray. Filarski will set up Smith. Now this time she gets it. Nice dig on the play by Scholl. Jackson gets an opportunity. Sends it into the back row where it's dug up by Hitt. Quick dump back over from Filarski. This is Josie Draper. Gets it in. Digging out was Mowbray, but instead it's going to sail off the wrong way. Mowbray just about a second too late on that dive, and now Chillicothe trying to put some things together. That one's not going to make it over. That's a critical service error here, as that's point number 16 to the Vikings. Tri-Valley leads by 3. Leah Filarski stepping up to serve here for Tri-Valley. Up and over we go. Gets picked up by Scholl. They'll send it up to the front row where Jackson has to send it back to the Vikings. Filarski will set it up for Smith. Smith, big slap and a hammer, gets the tool on Jackson. She'll get the kill on the point, and it's 17-13. Draper sends it up. Jackson's going to get an attack opportunity at it. It's blocked at the net, and that one will drop straight back down as no one else was able to catch up with it. It's a point here for Tri-Valley now. They lead by 5, 18-13 here in our championship set. They send it into the back row where it's picked up by Hensley Jackson. Melody Jackson has to give a free play back over to the Vikings. They'll set up on the opposite side. Chloe Bruce right hand with it. Gets picked up by Josie Draper. They send it right back. They set it up for Lorelei Smith this time and finds the corner. Big kill for Lorelei Smith. And the timeout will be taken here by Chillicothe. Downs Tri-Valley very close now. 19-13 here in set number 3. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll be right back with you here in 30 seconds.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Downs Tri-Valley is 6 points away from a state championship. Chillicothe exhausted their last time out. They are hopeful to make a run here and make a game of it. With the serve on the opposite side, here is Filarski for Downs Tri-Valley. Gets it into the net, though. That'll be a service error, and Chillicothe gets the point and the serve back. Just what they needed to get things coming out of the timeout. Ellie Wirtz checks back in. Hensley Jackson will take a seat here for the Mustangs. Tinley Draper on the serve. Filarski sends it back to Smith on the slide. Right back over the net. They'll get it right back. Filarski sets it up for Smith again. Blocked at the net by Jackson. Mowbray sends it back over. Opportunity here for the Mustangs. Wirtz sets it up. Here comes Melody Jackson. She'll just have to dump it back off. They set it back up, and now it's going to be a center line violation as Filarski got just a little too close there. A tight first pass, and it'll be an error and a point back for Chillicothe. Draper sends it way into the back row. That one's going to go over as Mowbray tried to get the nice first pass up to Filarski. She knew where she needed to send it, just went a little too far. It's now 16-19 here in set number 3. Filarski sets it up for Smith, goes over with the left hand instead. Melody Jackson sends it back over to the Viking side. They'll set it back up. This is Chloe Bruce on the attack. Dug out by Draper. Wirtz sets up Jackson close at the net, and now there's going to be a violation there as Jackson just was too close into the net. And Tri-Valley now is the first of 20 here in our championship set. 5 points away from hoisting the state trophy. Chloe Bruce on the serve here for the Vikings. Runner with the right hand goes into the back row, touched by Tinley Moore. They'll set up Josie Draper on the outside. Dug out by Hadley Hitt. Nice dig. Hitt will have to give it right back, though, to the Mustangs. What do they have up their sleeve here? It's Melody Jackson again, gets blocked at the net. And a big slam right back down. What a play from Lorelei Smith. Gets the block, gets the kill. It's Downs Tri-Valley 21, Chillicothe 16 as we show you that one again here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Wirtz checks it down. Jackson sends it back over to the downside. Filarski on the set. This is Smith. Smith hammers it down. Nice dig out by Scholl, but it's going to go out of bounds. Olivia Scholl got underneath it, just couldn't get it up in the air in the right way, and it's going to go out of bounds. 3 points away now are the Vikings. Wirtz gets it over. Opportunity here for Tri-Valley. Close to the net. It's going to be a tough play there for Smith. Wirtz gets it up. They've got to kick it back over, and Tinley Draper does that. On the opposite side, here comes Mowbray. Big strike, gets tipped by Jackson. She'll send it back over. Hitt picks it up. Big joust at the net, and Jackson's going to lose that one. She and Smith were right there. Jackson got the first touch on it. Had nowhere to go, though, and couldn't get out of the way, and now it's 23-16. And it's a big ace there as it gets tipped off. It is state championship point here for Downs Tri-Valley. The last time they won a state championship was an 8th grade squad in 2009. They want to get it done here. Up into the net. Jackson gets it over. We're still in play. It's going to be right up at the net. Jackson hammers it down. Picked up by Filarski. Westerfield sends it over. Another opportunity. And Josie Draper and Jackson collide. They can't get it over, and that is going to do it. Downs Tri-Valley, your state champions in 7th grade Class 3A. They win in 3 sets today over a really scrappy Chillicothe squad who will take home 2nd place. Downs Tri-Valley improves to 28-1 and wins the state championship. Chillicothe ends their season 21-8-1. We will take a quick break here on the Blessing Health System post-game show. When we come back, we'll give you our trophy presentations and wrap up our tournament here from Warrensburg-Latham. You are watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships on Central Illinois Sports.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
Next, how about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
Doctor,
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
We welcome you back here on the Blessing Health System postgame show, where Downs Tri-Valley is a 3-set winner over Chillicothe here in our 7th grade Class 3A state championship. They are getting ready for individual recognition and presentation of our state championship and runner-up trophies here. And as we do that, we remind you about Blessing Health System, serving Northeast Missouri, Southeast Iowa, and West Central Illinois for over 140 years. And you can learn more anytime at blessinghealth.org. They will first recognize our sportsmanship recipients. This is something they now do in all of our team sports. Starting in the regional brackets, they give one team from each regional championship, one sectional championship, and our trophy rounds here at the state finals a sportsmanship pin for the team and person they believe best exhibits sportsmanship, fair play, and a positive attitude out on the court. As our public address announcer walks us through what this award is all about. We want to thank Brett Reedy and all of his crew here at Warrensburg Latham. They have been absolutely fantastic to us over the past 2 days here at Central Illinois Sports. They do a wonderful, wonderful job, and they have a beautiful facility to host postseason events here for junior high athletics. Ellie Wirtz will step forward to get the sportsmanship pin for the Chillicothe Mustangs. And she'll step to the opposite side. We'll find out for the Downs Tri-Valley award. And that will go to Olivia Harris, number 36. Somebody that was not really seen on the court this weekend. It must have obviously caught the eye. Probably somebody that was supporting and cheering on her team the entire time from the bench. And those are the types of things you need from those players sitting on the bench sometimes. At this time, please direct your attention to the playing area for the presentation of the first and second place team and individual awards. We will start over on the Chillicothe side to go through our final rundown for awards here with you today. For Chillicothe, they finish up the season with a record of 21-8-1, losing here in the state championship contest. This is the 7th time now that Chillicothe will have finished runner-up in the state of Illinois in the IESA State Tournament Series. Superintendent for Chillicothe Junior High School, Mr. Chad Allison. Principal is Mr. Joe Gallo. Dustin Burkle is the athletic director and the contact for the IESA. 166 students in grades 7 and 8. Hailing out of the Two Rivers contest, the Red and White Mustangs will claim runner-up here in 2024. Ashley Kluge is the head coach of this squad. Stephanie Seegers, her assistant. As they introduce some of the administration here first to get their individual medals. It's been a busy weekend here for the Chillicothe volleyball community. Mossville also picked up second place in Class 2A. That is the other district school, junior high school in Chillicothe. They compete at the 2A level. And they get everybody run down, and we'll introduce you one last time to the Chillicothe Mustangs here as they get their individual medals. Tegan Draper gets a medal here. What a great server she has been. What a really scrappy player she has been all weekend. Hensley Jackson able to come in and get some really critical serves at critical times for this team to get through the first 2 rounds of this tournament. Asa Holloway wears number 7, a 7th grade outside hitter. Josie Draper comes up to get her medal. What an all-around weekend we saw out of her. Really tough play on the outside from Josie Draper. Harmony Dunbar wears number 11. Amaya Howard is number 12, a 7th grade outside hitter. The setter is number 13, Ellie Wirtz, coming up for this squad. She had a really tough task this weekend for this Mustang squad. Tinley Moore, really fun weekend to watch out of her in the back row especially. We'll be excited to see how she grows and develops. Sydney Sanderbeck is number 19. Olivia Scholl is number 23 on the outside for this squad. A nice weekend out of her. Gabby Derking is wearing number 31. She's a defensive specialist. And rounding out this squad is the big attacker for this team. It's number 33, Melody Jackson. What a fun weekend it was to watch her. She had some ups and downs this weekend, but overall a lot of positive things out of her and this Chillicothe squad as they'll finish up with a runner-up finish here in Class 3A. We move to the opposite side of the court now for our state champions, the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings. Sarah Burnett is the principal here. Brent Ward, the athletic director for the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings out of the Sangamon Valley Conference. 194 students in grades 7 and 8 out of McLean County. As we get ready to introduce everyone. Ben Durgis, the superintendent here for Tri-Valley Schools. Donna Dooley will step forward. She's had a heck of her career as a head coach and now gets another state championship under her record. Bethany Dooley and Kathy Grove step forward to get their individual medals as well, as we'll get ready to introduce you here to our players for the state champion Vikings. Chloe Bruce steps forward. A nice weekend in the quarterfinal. Didn't get to see as much of her as we would have liked to on the offensive side, but what a player. Really scrappy in the back row as well for the Vikings. Number 8 is Haley Tadaro. Number 15 is the libero Hadley Hitt. Really fun weekend out of her in the back row. Arabella Ballman is number 16. Number 17 is Lorelei Smith. And what a weekend she had in the front row. Really, really strong attacker for this team and really helped lead them on the defensive side, especially when they needed that big rally against Williamsville. Maggie Westerfield, we didn't see as much of her on the floor as maybe we anticipated this weekend. But she really stepped up here in the latter parts of the Williamsville match and really had some nice moments here in the state championship game today. Kylie Epperson is a 7th grader. She's an outside hitter wearing number 19. Number 20 is Tenley Bryan. Number 24 is Leah Filarski, setting up that offense for the Vikings. And boy, she's got a lot of options to go when she passes that ball around the floor. Eliza Hasselbring is number 25. She's a 7th grade outside hitter. Number 26 is Finley Engel. Michelle Weeks gets her medal. What a weekend it's been for her. Really the leader of this offensive attack here for the Vikings. Lily Orwig is number 33. We saw a little bit of her in action this weekend. And Kennedy Mowbray wraps up that offensive attack for the Vikings. A really fun outside hitter to watch slam the ball down when she gets set up in the right way. And wrapping up this team is Olivia Harris, the sportsmanship recipient for Downs Tri-Valley. All of the individual medals and recognition are passed out now, and we'll get ready to hand out our state trophies here. It'll be the run-up first for the Chillicothe Mustangs as we wrap up our weekend here with you at Warrensburg-Latham. We remind you, if you are watching us here tonight, you are already locked in for the 8th grade tournaments next weekend. You don't have to do a thing. All you have to do is come back next weekend. We'll have the playlists ready for all 4 classes, and you can tune in to more volleyball action here on Central Illinois Sports. Ellie Wirtz and Tenley Moore step forward to accept the 2nd place trophy for Chillicothe. It probably stings a little bit right now, but these girls have really accomplished something this season. This was a scrappy squad that, quite frankly, we didn't know how they would fare in this championship match. When they were able to step forward and get that win, it really opened things up here today. But Downs Tri-Valley was just a little too much down the stretch. And the better team here today as they wrap things up with a state championship to bring back to their school. Well, this wraps up our 7th grade Class 3A tournament. We're the last one going here today. On behalf of Jack Hull, John Hull, Charlie Hull, Damon Emmerich, Brian Shoemaker, Steve Surratt, all of us here at the Central Illinois Sports Crew, we thank you for tuning in this weekend for the 7th grade state tournaments. We will invite you back next weekend. We'll be back on the air 4:30 p.m. on Friday to kick off things for the 8th grade brackets. Give your mom a call. She probably misses you this weekend. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow and next Friday on Central Illinois Sports. You've been watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships.